Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Everspace 2 where, as you can see, I've done some work on our ship here. I knew I wanted it to be loud. We had a more muted kind of profile with the last ship, which kind of thematically makes sense with the drones and whatnot. You know, like, I'm blending into the background, hey, pay attention to these drones. With this ship, I knew I wanted it to be bright colors, like, here comes the murder bus, right? When people are engaged in combat with us, they should know things are going badly for them. So this is what I came up with. I'm reasonably happy with this. I think it looks big and silly and kind of like a weird weird murder bird. Yeah, pretty jazzed about that. I threw together just a couple of blue weapons to fill the slots that we don't have full. I think we should take this thing to the high risk area that we have open to really try it out, and doing so, I'm sure we will get items that will fill these slots. Worth noting, it does only have 2 consumable slots, so energy shield and nanobots for the moment. We'll see. We'll see how that ends up feeling. I got used to having a lot of options back there, but mostly we were just using the nanobots and the shield when things got tough. So hopefully that'll make some sense. The set of passives that I ended up going with was this. So we have a coil gun turret replacing whatever the normal turret does. Bonus boost speed, hull damage reduction, and 20% increased armor repair per kill. I could have tried to like keep rerolling this until we also got like the armor restore over time thing when you don't get attacked for 10 seconds. Obviously, I didn't. I don't know. This seems like it's probably pretty good. I didn't want to keep rerolling, so I saw this and I was like, yeah, okay. As a group, those seem pretty solid. So yeah, let's go get into some trouble, right? We are here at this station. We could pick up some cargo. The thing is, we're headed to Drake, and none of this stuff is very valuable in Drake. So I think I'm just going to move with the empty bay. We actually gained a couple of slots on the cargo bay as well, which is kind of nice. And yeah, I think that a high risk area will give us an opportunity to acclimate to how different the weapons are going to feel and everything. So let's just... We have some high-risk areas here. Should I just knock one of these out? That's level 24. The one that we have left here is 27. I mean, the loot's going to be way better, right? Yeah, let's just do this. Let's stick to the plan that I've decided we have. So I've got those really nice... teleporting missiles, the Scorpion missiles, in our missile bay. Hopefully we'll get just some free use out of those. And I'm not even going to do anything here. We're just jumping right out. Let's go hit that high-risk area. I made blue... Oh, I didn't actually set it as our target. There we go. Where on earth is the thing here? Yeah, I made some rockets as our secondary missile weapon, so that we can get that feeling of getting up on a big enemy and just letting them have it. I built a blaster for our third primary weapon, mostly because it's a type of weapon we've never used before, but it does have a nice high damage output and a relatively low power drain. I think I looked at like the basic weapon profiles on the wiki and this seemed to be one of the lower power drain weapons. So when we get into a situation where we are just like on a capital ship and hammering it, and we're draining the energy out of all of our other weapons, hopefully we can switch to that and it will hold us until stuff recharges. That was my sort of general strategy. Alright, enemy regen. Jarred sensors. This is actually a very similar set of modifiers to the one we did last time. Alright, but this time we have the benefit of armor and shields, which I'm expecting to make quite a difference, actually. Alright, now our handling is bad, right? Like... Alright, there, you get to enjoy that Annihilator virus. Let's also just, like, slow some things down. I'm gonna turn on the turret. Let's see... Wow, okay, it does damage? Holy hell. Ugh, not a great time to freeze. Nope, that's not what I want to be facing. Here we go. Okay, so I'm not seeing... I was a little worried that we'd be experiencing the that higher energy cost as a real problem a lot of the time, but honestly, it hasn't come up yet. Not seeming like I'm in too bad of a shape here. Okay, there we go. We ran out of energy on a weapon for the first time. Oops. I turned off the UI instead of turning on the turret. Minor error. So the turret recharges quite quickly. That's cool. What a frustrating moment to get frozen. Yeah, the turret is available, like, all of the time. I'm just, like, living in this corrosion cloud. I should probably get out of here. I definitely caught somebody with that EMP. Annihilator virus doing good work. Yeah, I'm feeling very powerful here. Seems like a forward shield kind of moment. May as well turn on the turret. Yeah, the turret really doesn't feel like a thing to save for a dangerous moment. It's so easy to get it back. Or maybe that's only true because I'm being, like, rushed by enemies at the rate that I am. Frozen again, really? Put the Annihilator out there. Oh yeah, turret's up again, let's do it. Burn down. There we go. Yeah, so for the most part, I'm not really feeling like I need to weapon swap or anything. Ah, that's annoying. Right as I hit the EMP, we froze, and so it didn't go off. This is the blaster, by the way. It's cool. It's a good look. It has a satisfying firing effect, is what I mean to say. Good aesthetics of combat. Oh yeah, let's definitely go on Crimson Sun to start here. Okay, so one thing that I feel like I gotta learn. annoying. One thing I definitely feel like I have to learn with this ship is not to panic when the shield goes down. Wow, yeah, we are just cutting through this thing. Holy hell. Okay, apparently that was Mastery Challenge complete. Alright, maybe that's enough of those things. We can probably chill out with that shit. Launching retaliation pods at me for like 40 minutes after it died. Whew. Well, I gotta say, for the percentage of bonus loot quality that high risk area had attached to it, doesn't seem like very good loot. Also, we mastered Daredevil without trying, which I guess is fun. So we did pull a powerful blaster. 1356 to 2712. Yeah, no, that's better. Plus 30% increased damage against units that are higher level than you. This one does have that crit boost thing, which I think is cool on a weapon that fires at this rate, but I don't think we should ignore that amount of bonus damage. So yeah, okay, thanks Crafted Gear. Way to get me through the one fight. I kind of figured it was going to be like that, though. Eco Booster, not quite as good as our current booster. I don't think I want you over the shield, even though that is a lot of capacity. Yeah, I kind of want to hold on to it. At some point, we're going to have to replace it, but I don't think that moment is now. Okay, so that's how that thing feels to operate. Frankly, I'm very pleased. Hey, here's a question. How do I... There it is. Okay. I couldn't remember what the key was to swap the secondary weapons. Alright. Let's just pick an undiscovered site and go there. We have yet to get our last location completion, and I do want that mastery. But yeah, I'm feeling very powerful. The amount of lockdown we were experiencing there is probably unusual.
My memory is fuzzy, but didn't there used to be more black holes in the DMZ?
Indeed. Such minor singularities are still present. They can wander or be manipulated to relocate.
So I'm just not bumping into them as much because...
They are a navigational hazard. Interstellar routes were updated to avoid them. Unless you particularly enjoy being spaghettified by massive gravitational events.
Ah, spaghetti. Now I'm hungry.
Yeah, you don't have to call attention to like the parts where the science is weird. Just don't talk about it. But yeah, I think like the moments where we felt weakest there relative to the Vindicator is that the Vindicator would have gotten to keep dealing damage while frozen for the most part. But I don't think it's likely that we will be getting frozen so often in general combat. It's just like very specifically large groups of enemies who have freeze weapons. Okay, location challenge, kill the leader. That feels doable. Feels done, I guess is what I meant to say. I thought this was going to be like a lure out the boss kind of situation. I didn't realize he was just going to be on the table immediately. Okay, well, rad. Anyway, like I was saying, probably won't even be an issue for most of the time. Probably I should just switch back to the Crimson Sun. The Crimson Sun gets a lot of work done through just sort of accidental splash damage. I think that's got to be taken very seriously as an upside. Enough of these turrets. Alright. Yeah, with a lot of ships, like, the shield goes down and that's the moment to start being, like, careful. But it really does feel like this ship's longevity after the shields go down is really impressive. I will say though that I'm feeling a little bit the lack of handling.
Fantasy wealth.
Okay. Coalition dudes showed up to help us out. I don't mind that. Please be careful not to fly into my weapons. I will do my best not to kill you, but there's only so much I can do about it, really. Okay. And honestly, I am for sure feeling that extra boost speed too. Like we're still using the same booster we were on the last ship, but the difference in the feel when boosting is quite significant. Okay, I think we're almost. There we go. Never mind. We will never be free of combat. Scout is waiting for me to pick up a fuel tank.
That's the end of that.
And the end of them.
Okay, I got in there. Really? More ships already? Scopes was clear for about 2 seconds. Didn't go in, impacted on the surface. Also, I'm not gonna lie, it is actually nice not having to manage the health of the drone fleet. It's just like a simplification. There was another event, wasn't there? Yeah. Annoying. The worst part of that stuff is for sure the fact that if you're turning, it keeps you turning throughout the whole length of the freeze. All right. Nope, we'll just never. Hi. What a strategy. Apparently I'm just never ever going to be free to interact with anything here. They're gonna keep spawning at such a rate. Since an energy sphere socket, we don't see an energy sphere generator anywhere here.
Alec to the rescue.
Yeah, thanks,
Now
Alec.
make yourself useful.
That booster's deluxe. Lucky me.
Get away for a fresh round.
All right. Well, let's, I guess, look around
Good
the
thing
rocks.
I was around. See you, Adam.
I don't know where we're gonna find an energy sphere thing, but there's gotta be one somewhere. We don't have a weapon optimized for mining, so I'm just gonna use this thing because it's fast. There's one more deposit over here. Not that we need more phasium. No idea where to get an energy sphere. There's probably some, like, wreckage or something. Somewhere. Maybe. In here, huh? Not a terrible spot for it. Well, we're getting some supervision here, but it's just pointing us to... Yeah, it's not pointing us to the place to get the energy sphere. Ooh, hold on. That looks promising. What have we here? Nope, just another gas tank dispenser. That's weird. Or, nope, this is the... Okay. This is that the other base, or I was just seeing it from a different angle before. So yeah, unfortunately, supervision's not actually super helpful in a lot of cases, because it just tells you, like, here's where a crate is, but it doesn't necessarily give you any information on how you might open it. Okay. Got a signal decoder there. G&B allies over-leveled. Interesting. That would have been a pretty good way to pursue our remaining Daredevil objectives if we still had any. I guess we can look around on this structure. But it doesn't feel like the sphere generator would be here, right? Ah, annoying. Alright, I think I'm gonna get out of here because of the fact that the fighting is 100% like all the time. It's getting a little tedious. And in any case, we know what our next goal is, right? Let's just go ahead and go hug the sun. Wait, where is the sun relative to me? It's nowhere? Is that it? Okay, that is that very small distant sun is in fact the thing. It's gonna get less small quickly. And then I guess we can continue the plot or whatever. Not looking forward to having to spend a lot of time on the lava planet over there. I feel like we don't have to get anywhere near as close to the suns as we had to on the first one, right? They give it to us from a nice, safe distance at this point. Maybe there's something particular about the way Cito's star is
This guy picked a
programmed
hell
or
of a
something.
place to hide out. Hell being the operative word. There's someone calling himself Ghost in the area. Could you please open a channel? Fallon Pango sent me. I'd like to discuss some trade. No answer. Could this really be the right place? I mean, who would stay here?
There is the faintest signal of a life form below the surface. I cannot locate the exact position, but allow me to point you in the general direction.
Okay, let's check it out.
It's going to be another one of these things where I can't drop too low or else I will be made to suffer. So that is certainly in my mind the whole time I'm diving down here. There is a destructible panel, but I can't figure out how to get into it. Is it like, do we drop down in here? No? Yeah, it doesn't quite look like it. So when I went under here, it's still 130 meters inside. Ah, here we go. My power core? My power core indeed. Also, a quote-unquote valuable shipwreck. And a dispenser for protector spheres. So trade out precision for secondary weapon damage. I think probably not. That's not very interesting either. And then protector spheres. Okay, protector spheres with a good long duration. Yeah, maybe they don't even get plugged in anywhere. Maybe they're just...
Hey, what's going on here? I just came to talk. Stop this immediately if you care about your turrets. All right, you leave me no choice. Have it your way. Look, if you're even listening, I'm not here to fight. Pengo sent me. I need the mainframe disruptor you bought from him. It's important.
One can only assume from the lack of response, not least the name of this individual you seek, that he does not wish to communicate.
That does seem
But
likely.
it is also probable that he is not even here, and the life sign I am registering is a native species. There is movement of a life sign. Caution advised.
Okay. I guess let's go investigate it, although now I'm definitely feeling a little bit leery. Huh. Okay, well, it's down inside this thing. Is there a way in? Here we go.
They're on to me.
100% traps all of the time.
You have to stop this. Lives hang in the balance. Please, take my word for it. I need that device to stop a war from breaking out.
The life sign has moved again.
Let's see if we can coax him out of his hole.
Well, it's a mine. It's not actually...
That every time I need to get someone on my side, I have to go through some rigmarole.
It is the universe's way of reminding you that you bring nothing but trouble.
It's a little wild that those things don't respond to being shot. But alright. I guess we know now. Apparently not a mine so much as a whole mine dispensing system with apparently infinite ammo. Which I guess is, you know, it's good to know now. Alright. Now that I'm definitely not going to be crashing into any trapped lasers, let's grab this thing and get where we're going. Damn it. Thought I was getting high enough up to not get destroyed. Alright. Thing is very volatile. Must be careful. And by careful, I mean don't set it on fire on purpose. Okay. Just let us outside. Okay, good. Ouch, but good. I actually don't think I do want to pick these up. So we will, for the moment, just scrap them. I mean, you know, permanently, obviously. What am I investigating exactly? It doesn't...
Back off.
All
This is
right.
our bounty. Wait, no, I'm here on a friendly visit. Hang on, are we even talking about the same person?
The deadbeat who calls himself Ghost. Who else would come out this far to dodge what he owes?
Yeah, well, interesting story, but I'm gonna have to ask you to... There's quite a lot of these jerks. You must owe a fortune to warrant such a mob.
My unlucky shake at the tables was no accident. Or manufactured. I was set up, is what I'm saying. The cards were manipulated. Just keep them busy while I prepare my grand entrance. You didn't leave these goons here, did you? Or should I thank
Okay,
you for
well,
the intervention?
they were supposed to,
You being here gives me the time to get the jump on them.
it seems like they were supposed to show up after we'd had more conversation
Don't think
than
I
that,
think these
but
guys here just
whatever.
bad timing. But you and me really need a word.
Yeah, I heard you earlier. I got the disruptor, but to be honest, I don't know you from Adam. Who are you anyway?
I'm a guy on a very important mission.
Well, guy, you want to talk, you help me get out of this alive.
Alright, so we gotta find an energy sphere dispenser somewhere
If
around
we're to
here.
trust each other, you need to tell me your real name.
Actually, it really is Adam. Adam Roslin.
Adam Roslin? I lost happily at poker to a guy with that name years back. But I saw him die.
Yeah, you and everybody else, it
Could've
seems
been
like.
me then, but I kind of have a complicated family tree.
The saw him die part, not the
Anyway,
poker.
I have the mainframe disruptor. I've been fine-tuning it out here. Let's test it out on these goons. Bring down their shields so I can disable their crafts.
Just bring down their shields?
Yep, and let me do the rest.
Alright, I will endeavor not to accidentally kill them while I'm working on it.
That's
Oh.
the way to do it.
He said, bring down their shields and let me do the rest. What he actually meant was, bring down their shields and then you do the rest. Ah, come on. Why's it gotta be on cooldown?
Nice. We've really got these guys on the run.
Oh, there'll be more of them. Now they found me, I reckon this hiding spot is no longer viable.
Yeah, quite some path.
Why did they make this
How did you
take
come
so
by
long?
it in the first place?
Pre-war abandoned mines. Shame I won't be able to stay. Can't even peek my head out of the DMZ either with a reward on my scalp.
Well, I'm sure something will turn
Okay,
up.
there we go.
You seem like a resourceful guy to me.
Thanks, that's encouraging.
Alright, this is the one weapon we have that's sort of like equally effective against both shields and armor.
That was the last of them.
And it is quite effective, to
Doc,
be
you have
sure.
that word now?
Seeing as you were a help, I should hear you out.
Okay. Let's just follow him back to the place. Probably wasn't worth all the trouble for just a scrap metal.
So I'll be needing that mainframe disruptor. I'm willing to pay.
No can do. This really isn't about the creds. With my hideout gone, it's the only ace I got left, so sorry. The device stays with me.
Tango tells me you were straight up with him in trade. Let me ask you a few things. Where do you stand with Gene B?
Can't stand him.
You know of Oscar Blakemore?
An absolute maniac.
What if I was to tell you that he's about to trigger a conflict with the Okar, which will end up jeopardizing every colonial settler in the cluster?
Sounds like his MO, alright. At least the man I know from reputation.
Well, it's for that I need the disruptor. I intend to ground his mining fleet.
A bold move. Alone?
Well, maybe not. I got someone on the inside, but I could use any help I can get. You seem like a competent person in possession of the tools I need. I could also offer you a place you could temporarily lay low.
It's a noble cause. I suppose it's one I could get behind. And I got nowhere else to go right now. Count me in.
Look, Ghost, is that your real name?
Quentin Briggs. But I really prefer Ghosts. It's how I operate.
Okay, Ghost. If I take a chance on you, I don't want to end up regretting it.
You won't. But if you want this disruptor to work on larger mining craft, we'll need to find some way to reduce the cooldown between bursts. This thing needs specific tuning. Pango didn't get that far in development.
I got someone who can take a look at it. Let's meet at my base and I can introduce you to the others.
Hey, I can trust you, right?
I don't leave my people
What a
behind.
thing to ask somebody.
I
Does
don't have
anybody
time.
ever say no?
Clive, patch me through to the commissioner. I better keep her appraised. Hawk, I have a mainframe disruptor which might turn the tables in our favor. I've seen it in action, and it does what it says on the box, but it needs some modifications to reduce the time it needs between uses.
That is positive news. I have received intel that the G&B elite squad are in the Byron system, quite far off, leaving Vesna with little more than automated defenses. So if there was ever a time to strike, now would be it.
I wonder what the elites are doing so far from home. Okay, any idea on how to proceed?
There are a number of mining vessels on the surface. Once you disable them, Tammy can get you access to the interior hangars in order to destroy their Viridium drills and other mining equipment. I must demand that you prevent casualties. These are innocent miners.
Of course. Understood.
Once you have knocked out their operational capacity, I will make my appearance and read the Riot Act.
That will be a moment to see.
Listen, Adam. I've spoken with the emissary and he is running out of options to quiet the drums of war in the Okar camp. I can't stress the urgency of our actions much more.
I get how critical all of this is. I won't let you down.
Okay, and then just home again as always.
Delia, Ben, guys, I'm heading back to base with company. I'll be able to offer a full briefing once I'm there.
It would be about time you dropped off Eduardo. Kala is very anxious to see him.
He's safe and sound on board. I'll also need Ben to take a look at a disruptor device I picked up. I'll be there shortly.
Seems like it's not really possible to know where that small opening terminates. Energy sphere dispenser is it in here? It is. It's weirdly hidden. Let me throw an energy sphere down here and see if it does anything. Yep, great work, me. Yeah, even if you aim considerably above it, still completely fails to go in. We gotta aim like way high. Oh, almost. At this point, I think I'm just gonna go grab a fresh one. You know, gracefully, as always. There's a good chance I'm going to do all the work to get this in here, and it's not even going to be the right thing. God, why is this so difficult? There we go. That feels like a pretty clean one. Don't know if that accomplished anything at all. But we do have an energy sphere socket out here. I suppose we should try to resolve this one at the same time. But yeah, we got the energy sphere in there, and it was traveling pretty quickly, so my guess is whatever's at the other end of the pipe, it's just not an energy sphere receptacle. I'm like stuck. There we go. There it is. Slightly lost track of what level it was on. Okay, it just opens this right here. Well, that is certainly welcome. I still might just sell that, honestly. Like, I know we're not hurting for money anymore, but we could try a protector sphere dispenser. The fact that it just doesn't, there's just no way to know what's at the end of that pipe makes this feel a little not ideal. Oh, actually, there's no wall here. You know what? Maybe I just don't care about this, actually. Let's get out of here. Let's go back to base. Getting all drawn into, like, small amounts of treasure that almost can't matter. So they want us to take the gate back. Obviously, I want to take this thing back. Fast forward, old friend, how I have missed you. Nope, sorry friends, I am not engaging in combat today. How did he break my shield after I had teleported out? That feels a little silly. Oh, shit. There we go. Alright, any lady you can walk away from.
I'd like to introduce you to Ghost.
Pleasure to meet you all. Nice to see some pretty faces for a change.
He is in possession of a mainframe disruptor, which we are hoping to use to ground the G&B mining fleet. The idea is to cause enough chaos on the Vesna mining colony so that Blakemore can't move on the Comet, and Commissioner Hawk can stage a lawful intervention. Ghost and I need to do this ASAP, while the elite squad are out of the system. It'll be a quick in and out operation with only automated defenses to worry about.
Sounds audacious.
Audacious is my middle name, sweetheart.
You call me sweetheart one more time, and I'll...
Oh, yeah, okay, so, I should explain, Ghost. Delia here is quite handy with a tranq dart gun, so I would stay on her good side.
Wait! None of this clarified anything for me. Catch me up here, I'm still really confused.
Our operation is about protecting the people who live in the DMZ, Alec, including your whole family. If war breaks out, a lot of people would die, and all just to make Blakemore more powerful and untouchable.
Okay, I can agree that sounds bad.
I took a look at that disruptor, and it seems I'll be able to tweak the cooldown without a problem. Not entirely sure for how long it could keep a ship demobilized, however.
Thanks, Ben. I'd like to ask you all to stay on high alert while we carry this mission out. Keep an eye out for G&B scouts. I'm not quite sure whether they know where we are, but we need to keep a low profile anyway. They appear to be stretched thin, but they're not a spent force yet.
I believe the majority of us here want to see crisis diverted. Thank you, Adam, for your efforts.
This will all be over soon enough. I'm pretty confident of that.
Okay, well, Adam is never right about anything, so I think that's sort of a bad sign. Okay, and it seems like Ghost does not become a perk-generating friend. That's a little bit of a shame. I don't think there's anything here we really need to do. I need to, like, just sell a bunch of stuff somewhere. Oh, we could pick up a point of firepower here. Yeah. 2% bonus damage. Woo! All that work for 3 mainframe expansions to improve our damage by 2%.
there's any reassurance I can offer? After all you've done for me, you should know that I got your back. I just don't relish the idea of something happening to you before I get a chance to repay you. I would never expect anything in return between friends. And, about the whole clone thing? It's all good, Adam. Relax. Yeah, I was surprised, but I had a good think about it. It doesn't change my view of you in any way.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't matter to anyone.
Up and running again, Cal is happy, and Delia has a good handle on base management at this stage. That's all very encouraging to hear.
What a definitely necessary dialogue. Alright, hold on a second. So our mission is... See, on this screen it's still showing as visit home base. But here... Here it suggests they want me to jump out to Union. I'm wondering if leaving the immediate area and coming back will just sort of jostle our location indicator. Gosh, we sure are coming in really far away from the only things we might be here to interact with. Navigation mode, please. Okay. Vesna, which we could get to through... in... Was I just looking at my map? Was I not in spatial bypass mode? There we go. Things are remarkably finicky.
Back on the homeworlds would pay to see something like this.
Oh, what am I doing? We're just jumping out of this location. Hopefully things in this area will spawn a little bit less aggressively than in the previous area. I mean, I don't know for sure whether different sectors have different enemy spawn rates, but it seems like they should, right? There are some places where, like, there just shouldn't be as many enemies around to come and hit us with the conga line. And you would think this might be one of them.
Should be able to help reestablish that encrypted link to our guy on the inside. Hey, Tammy, you read me?
I've been briefed by the commissioner and I'm standing by. You know what to do?
We'll tackle the surface fleet first, and then you'll let us into the hangars. And, it's nice to hear your voice again. At least now I can act like myself around you.
We need to act quick. I think security might be onto me. I'm worried they might suspect me after your last visit, and that my movements have been monitored.
I understand. The commissioner will be here shortly, and you'll be in safe hands.
Alright, you know what's rad is not talking so much. Bring down shields of locked targets and use the malware. Switch to Synchro Pulse.
We're under attack! Scanning intruders!
Alright, easy enough.
Yeah, party time! Fire away!
Hey, take it easy. The objective here is to ground the mining fleet, but we don't want to hurt any civilian miners. They've got nothing to do with this.
I'm good with that. You just bring down the shields and I'll do the rest.
By which again he means you will be forced to do the rest on my behalf.
Who you're working for. You'll find out soon enough.
Perfect.
working. Shame we can only do one at a time, but this is still doable.
It is, in fact, a huge shame.
At least if there's anyone on board, it's a soft landing.
We have detected the activities of a saboteur.
They're onto us. Better hurry this up before they can mobilize.
Oh, you want to play the hero?
They have a lot of
You're no better than any
really
mercenary.
frustrating
Name
turrets.
your price.
I will not even entertain the idea.
Alright, we are definitely due to check the malware again.
It's a good thing the elite squad aren't here.
Hey man, don't be tempting fate by even mentioning their name. That's a jinx.
Okay, but they're not like actually dangerous or
Probably
anything.
got eyes on us now. You best watch out.
Alright, one more malware and then so many turrets to deal with.
You have that Roslyn arrogance, all right. If only I could harness that loyalty and obedience from you also. There's that Roslyn name again. You guys certainly get around.
I can't get into it right now.
That was all of them from what I can see. So now we ransom GMB for the codes to remove the malware, right?
No, that wasn't the plan, actually. But why don't you just transfer me those codes in case we need a bargaining chip?
I don't really see the benefit of this exercise if we're not squeezing them for every credit they got.
Alright, there we go.
The greater good?
I may as well keep destroying them,
I
honestly.
had no idea you had ulterior motives in all this.
Come on, aren't we all in it for the filthy lucre at the end of the day?
This is really not a good time to start arguing about all this. Why don't we just pick up this discussion later?
Hey, you know I'm kidding around, right? Lighten up. Do you really believe that this pathetic demonstration will hinder my plans?
Blakemore, you know perfectly well what will happen if you go after that comet.
Who do you think you are to intrude in our affairs? Ordering mining fleet to override safety mechanisms for immediate launch. Yes, sir.
With the disruptions to the mainframes, the ships will be unable to launch with success. They will very likely crash.
Hive, see if you can get me to broadcast directly to the miners' channel so we can warn them.
Their channels are blocked.
You just ordered innocents to their deaths. Those miners had nothing to do with the politics involved.
If you become a pawn, you become part of the game. Once they signed the G&B contract, they signed away their right to exist beyond what I tell them to do. Dude, I really want to kill this guy now.
We'll let the commissioner take care of him her way. Right now, we need to concentrate on making sure that fleet stays grounded. And for that, we need to get inside and destroy their equipment.
Okay, well that does sound important, but it also sounds kind of like a tomorrow problem.
Disabled the mining craft.
I can't save until the
Can you
shut
get us
up
in so we
happens.
can wreck the Viridium mining drills?
I've opened the first door for you, but I'm not sure what more I can do. They're on to me. My clearance has been revoked. Looks like my time is up.
We need to get you out of there right away before they get their hands on you. Ghost, can you manage an extraction and bring Tammy safely back to base?
You got it. Tammy, get to the dock ASAP.
Sorry your cover got blown, Tammy.
At least I got to do some damage beforehand. Was the moment I'd been waiting for.
Okay, that's a lot of sitting around talking. I would really like to save, but we're in the middle of a mission right now. I think that's probably what's doing it. Hopefully that'll make things a little bit more straightforward here. The thing is, I could probably just leave the area, right? Do I want to get drawn into another set? No, okay, jump is disabled. Alright.
Gotta get through this other door. There's not much more I'll be able to do.
I would suggest deploying a drone, since you have favored them so much of late.
Well, nothing works better for getting into those unreachable places.
Find a way to open the door. Pretty non-specific. Ow. Well, shit.
I have to admire your ingenuity to an extent. You're not so different from my Roslyn at all.
Admit it, Blakemore. Seeing your plans go up in smoke must sting a little.
A small setback. All this equipment, miners included, can be replaced in a short time.
I really thought I was going to make it through that time. And it does seem like it's not a thing where you can just, like, set off the alarm and make it through anyway. We do have to avoid it. Because there is a turret on the other side. And definitely no obvious way to reprogram anything here. Damn it. Alright, I gotta go earlier, I guess? I'm not 100% sure this is actually doable. Maybe there's some other thing that I'm missing. Nope. Yeah, I wonder if I can slow down the beams, or... Is there another terminal in here somewhere that I'm supposed to be sneaking up on and interacting with? The answer is no. Damn it. Try to get down behind the container there. So I'm not necessarily convinced this is possible. I guess it is like our only objective and lead. Really wish the bot had like a boost. Try to edge my way up to the surface here before it's actually time to go through. Okay, no, it's definitely not the bar sweeping across. It is entering the field at all that is causing the problem. That's a little weird considering that like these look exactly like the cargo gates in some of the docking areas that we have robbed earlier in the game. But apparently here the rules are different. So dodging the line is not good enough. Yeah, is there anything in the ceiling? No, okay, they just really think I should be able to get this. Alright. Ah! I thought I was low enough. Okay, my plan at this point is to try to get in there and just be in a position the turrets can't hit right away. Alright, what insights are gained here? Oh, another turret. Ugh. This is super annoying. Alright, you know what? I know it's not going to let me save. I am going to go ahead and just call it here for today. Thank you all so much for watching. That's going to be the end of the episode. When you come back next time, I'm assuming I'm going to have to pick up from an autosave that was made when we arrived here. I'll just get us back to this point in the quest. And then, when you come back next time, this is where we will be, and we will figure out what exactly it wants us to do with these drones then. And we'll see you then.